Third base, number 34, OBU-HSU. Batting sixth, designated player number 20, Jackie Taylor Santos. Batting seventh, right fielder, number 15, Natalie Rodriguez. Batting eighth, catching, number 77, Katie Dietrich. Batting ninth, playing second base, number 21, Jen Nisi. Starting pitcher for the Javelinas, number 41, Beth Montez. And now the starting lineup for the Washington Tigers. Leading off, playing shortstop, number 2, Hope Wade. Batting second, playing center field, number 14, Heather Brown. Batting third, playing third base, number 11, Jesselyn Aarons. Batting fourth, playing catching, number 7, Jillian Jones. Batting fifth, playing right field, number 6, Callie Jordan. Batting sixth, playing left field, number 4, Callie Turnbull. Batting seventh, playing second base, number 9, Lacey Ornelas. Batting eighth, designated player, number 8, Lauren Lester. Batting ninth, playing first base, number 19, Madison Miller. Starting pitcher for the Tigers is number 88, Nikki Schneider.
Good afternoon, Tiger Nation, and welcome back to Sully Anderson Field. Sit back here on the campus of Washington Baptist University here in Arkadelphia, Arkansas for Game 2 on the afternoon. The number 20 team in the country has made its way into town in the Javelinas of Texas A&M Kingsville. So your Tigers playing host to them here in game number 2 of the OBU-HSU Invitational. Starting pitcher for the Tigers will be number 88, Nikki Schneider. Looking for a solid game here. It's going to be a tough one. Tigers played the Javelinas twice before, losing 9-1, I believe 8-0 earlier in Portland, Texas this year. So a tough matchup here. And leading off is Lauren Kelly for the Javelinas. First pitch from Schneider will miss for ball 1. Once again, I'm Matthew Branch, and I'm joined here in game 2, hopefully for the whole game today, joined by Wyatt Ashlock.
Man, I hope it's the whole game this time around.
Absolutely. Like I said, hopefully baseball doesn't have too many other mix-ups. And that's going to be called strike 1 on Kelly. Kelly, the starting left fielder today for Kingsville. Javelinas coming in 8-1. A swing and a miss there for strike 2 for Schneider. So Schneider pitched. She's 0 for 2 on the season, pitched against CBC last week. Got pulled in the 3rd inning, I believe. Schneider out of Glen Rose, Arkansas. The 1-2, that one's outside for ball 1. Or sorry, ball 2.
Washita coming off a win today from earlier. That's got to make them feel good. Got to give them a lot of confidence coming into game 2 here.
Absolutely. That one's going to be hit foul to keep it 2-2 County. A walk-off win over Midwestern State. Not just about 30 minutes ago. We're starting about 10 minutes early here today. It started early in both games so far today. Threw off me filling out my scorebook here. So if you hear me not talking, it's because I'm trying to fill out the rest of the scorebook. But it should be a solid game. Hopefully Tigers can. That defense was stout in the first game. That was going to be hit deep into center, but Brown is right there. Make the grab for out number 1. Solid play there by Brown. Brown had the walk-off RBI single last game. Had several good catches out in center field as well. 1 out now, and that brings up Jory Cervantes. First pitch there from Schneider. Call, strike 1. Baseball was up on Southern Nazarene last I was able to see. So they're just down the road at Rab Rogers. Also women's tennis playing Rhodes College, or have a match against Rhodes College. That one's going to be chopped up. Schneider gets it, throws it, not in time over to first. So a bunt single there for Cervantes.
Shortstop, Kayla Gonzalez.
That brings up Kayla Gonzalez, the shortstop today, number 33. So now a runner on first and one out here at the top of the first inning. That one's going to be hit and foul for strike one. Javelinas, a perennial top 25 team in Division II out of the Lone Star Conference. Same conference as Midwestern State. Like I said, they hopped in the top 25 rankings this past week on the 15th when that last poll came out. They're 8-1. Their one loss, though, came to GAC-FO. That's going to be popped up. Jesselyn Aarons makes the grab in foul territory. A fantastic grab there for out number 2.
First baseman, Madison Onofre.
Really impressive play from Aarons there.
The freshman really showing out there defensively so far this season. But what I was saying was Javelinas, they are 8-1. That one loss came to a GAC school in Harding in the first game of the season. Throw down to second, not in time. That's going to get into center field. So it was just a little bit off the mark, but nobody was there to cover the bag, so that's going to be a stolen base. And ball one. Stolen base for Cervantes. So Cervantes. That one's going to be fouled. Onofre stepping back in. That one's going to be a pie. A great snag there by Jill to keep that one from going to the backstop.
2 balls, 1 strike, a runner on second.
The 2-1 swung on and missed for strike 2. Tigers, like I said, 1 strike away from getting out of this one, leaving the runner stranded at second. The 2-2, that's going to be poked foul to stay 2-2. That one's going to be hit into center. Brown's going to have to go back. Brown can't get there. It'll hit the fence, and A&M will strike, or A&M Kingsville will strike first. An RBI double from Madison Onofre.
How about third baseman, Aaliyah Ortiz?
That brings up Aaliyah Ortiz. So that was able to score Cervantes from second, and A&M Kingsville on the board first here. 2 outs, a solid 2-out hit there. That one's going to be ripped foul by the third baseman Ortiz. Now, you're going to see a lot of offense today from A&M Kingsville as head coach for the Javelinas focuses primarily on hitting. Hitting, not necessarily over defense, but he will prioritize hitting. As in, he would say, let's say if you're your right hitter or right fielder, you're going to say they're going to be that spot if they can at least get a routine foul ball and they can hit more frequently than others. That one's going to miss for ball one. It was a good pitch from Schneider, but not quite there. He said Kingsville, offense-minded team. Washita been playing more defensively this year. Not entirely sure if that's been by straight design or not, but that's the way it's been. That one misses. The 2-1. That's popped up. Williams drifts over. Oh, and she will bobble it, and it will go. That's a fair ball. That's going to be an error on Tally Turnbow. So 2 runs now have scored. That brings up Jackie De Los Santos. It's a tough break there for the Tigers. The Tally Turnbow got the start but couldn't haul it in. That one's going to be calling strike 1, but that will be an unearned run. That one's going to be left up. I'm sorry, that is Lacey Ornelas there. That one's going to be hit into right. Callie Jordan will come up and make that grab for out number 3. So I've got to get the rest of the scorebook lined up, but that'll do it. A&M Kingsville. Plates 2 here in the top of the first inning. We'll take a quick break and be right back here on the Washington Sports Digital Network. And welcome back to Sully Anderson Field to the bottom half of the second inning. Leading off is Hope Wade, the shortstop. She was on base, got 4 for 4 getting on base. She was 3 for 3 on the day.
Wade, a junior out of Fort Worth, Texas.
Out of Fossil Ridge High School. First pitch there. She gets in the zone for strike 1 from Beth Montes. That one's going to be popped up. It might, nope, and it will get out, hit the top of the dugout for strike 2 on Wade. And that one will be strike 3, out number 1 for the Tigers.
Center fielder, Heather Brown.
And that brings up Heather Brown. The center fielder had the walk-off RBI single in the end of the previous game. And gave Tigers their 3rd win. That one's going to be hit foul into the net for strike 1 on Brown. Heather's still trying to find her bat so far this season. Struggled a little bit so far. Go 1. That one missed high on Brown. Strike 1. Or ball 1. That one's going to be a swing and a miss for strike 2.
Brown, a junior from Mount Vernon, Texas.
That's going to be a swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts now for Montes.
And you can see that aggression that you were talking about from Kingsville. They are not holding back here on the mound.
I said Montes, with Kingsville, they're number 20 for a reason. You see it there on the scoreboard. They are a perennial powerhouse in the Lone Star Conference and in all Division II. Jesselyn Aaron's in now. Looks at strike 1. That's going to be popped up in no man's land. Right fielder comes up and makes the grab for out number 3. So 1, 2, 3, go the Tigers. We'll take a quick break and be right back here on the Washington Sports Digital Network. And welcome back to Sully Anderson Field. Top half of the second inning coming up. Kingsville Javelinas leading 2-0. 7-hole hitter Rodriguez coming in at 7-8-9, due up. It's Rodriguez, Dietrich, and Geisy.
Washita's going to have to play more aggressive here, meet Kingsville up on that level of aggressiveness, both on offense and on defense, to stay in this.
First pitch there misses for ball one from Schneider. Like I said, Tigers have already played Kingsville twice this year. Both wins going to Kingsville. That one's going to be foul for strike one. Rodriguez, a sophomore out of Edinburgh, Texas. Beautiful off-speed pitch there from Nikki Schneider for strike two.
Yeah, that was a beautiful pitch there.
So Schneider now ahead in the count. 1-2 here. And that's a check swing. They're going to say she went. That's a strikeout for Nikki Schneider. First strikeout of the day for Schneider. It was called strikeout. The dugout did not think she went around, but umpire says otherwise.
Just a quick update. Baseball versus SNU, OBU 3-0, top of the sixth.
Solid start over there for Washita, trying to take the first game of the series. Supposed to be a Friday-Saturday series, but due to the weather that came in Thursday, had to move it to a Saturday-Sunday series. And batting now, Kaylee Dietrich. And that one called strike two. The previous two games against A&M Kingsville were both losses for the Tigers. Lost 7-0 as that one's going to be hit into left, but it will be foul. Lost 7-0 and then 9-1 against the Javelinas in Portland. Get you some statistics here on Schneider here coming up. Like I said, can't do live stats today, running the whole stream off my laptop, but that one's going to be hit back and up over the berm. Stays an 0-2 count. Dietrich having a battle here with two strikes. Schneider coming in with a 4.40 ERA as that one misses for ball one. With a 1.89 whip, that's similar to what she had last year. Oh 2 on the season, though, making her fourth start as that one's outside for ball two. Trying to get Dietrich to chase that rise ball, but this is a very disciplined A&M Kingsville team. She's pitched 20.2 innings, 20 2/3 innings coming into this one. That one's going to be fouled towards the Washita dugout. That hit Maddie Terry. Luckily, she's wearing the catcher shin guards. So, Maddie made sure to hit the shin guards and let everybody know she was just fine. Still a 2-2 count. Dietrich, a senior out of Phoenix, Arizona. That one's hit into center. Brown heads over and makes the grab with ease for out number two. Takes it to the 9-hole hitter, and Jen Geesey. Geesey, a senior out of Crystal Lake, Illinois. And Carmel Catholic High School. First pitch from Schneider, strike one. Transferred and from Winona State. Head coach for the Javelinas is Craig Nicholson. He's over on third base. He's been there a long time. That's going to be fouled for strike two. Accomplished quite a bit over there in the Lone Star Conference with the Javelinas. So, second-year head coach for the Tigers. Derek Grimes led the Tigers to their first winning season in over a decade last year, going 20-18. That one's going to be an off-speed, but it's going to be hit, and it's going to drop in front of Turnbow for a 2-out single. That takes us back to the top of the lineup, though, and Lauren Kelly. Lauren Kelly, a senior out of Rockport, Texas, and Rockport Fulton High School. First pitch there misses for ball one. They're going to say it was outside. Actually had the chance over winter break to make the way down to Kingsville to see Texas A&M Kingsville. That's going to be called strike one. Lauren Kelly not so sure about that one. One of my younger sisters went down to a softball camp at A&M Kingsville, so went down with, and that one's going to be popped into left. Turnbow's going to come up, and she'll make the ground for out number 3, and I'll tell you a little bit more about Kingsville when we come back here. Tigers, don't let any more runs cost. Tigers going to try to get some runs going for them. A&M Kingsville leads it by 2 as we're through 1.5. We'll take a quick break and be right back here with the bottom half of the second inning here on the Washita Sports Digital Network. And welcome back to Sully Anderson Field here in Arkadelphia, Arkansas. Bottom of the second inning coming up. 4-hole hitter due up, so it's 4, 5, and 6. It's Jones, Jerton, and Turnbow. And due up here, if anybody gets on, it'll be Ornelas. Jones steps in, had an RBI in last game. Leads off this time. Watch the strike one come by from Montes. Beth Montes, a sophomore of San Antonio, Texas, and MacArthur High School. That one misses for ball one. Last season, started 10 games with a 4-3 record with a 2.98 ERA. A swing and a miss there for strike 2 on Jones. She was the starting pitcher, or she gained the loss. That one's going to be called strike 3. That's 3 strikeouts now for Montes. What I was saying was Montes was the pitcher against Harding in the one loss this year, where she pitched 2 1/3 innings, giving up 2 hits and 1 run. And the final score of that one was 5-4. Didn't pitch too long, but she did gain the loss on that one. First pitch there to Jordan, calling strike 1. Jordan 3 for 3 in game 1. And that one misses. Ball 1.
Jordan, an elementary education major from Crystal Beach, Texas.
Out of Port Neches High School. Been a staple in right field here for Washita. Or so far this season, Montes. Actually, she's 2-0. She did not get the loss for the Harding game. This is her 4th start with a .46 ERA with a whip of .59. That one's called strike 2. in just 15 and a thirds innings, she's struck out 16, and she's got 3 so far today with a chance to make it 4 here. Opponents batting just 140 against her, allowing just 7 hits and 50 at bats. That one's going to be fouled by Jordan. She's only given up 7 hits, so she's only been averaging just about a hit every other inning. Pitched 2 complete games so far. She's only hit 1 batter. No extra bases given up by Montes, as that one's fouled back. So a tough pitcher to face here for the Tigers. But A&M Kingsville, like I said, I was down there over Christmas break. A pretty school down in South Texas, about 45 minutes south. That one just missed the zone for ball 3. So a pretty campus down there, about 45 minutes south of Corpus Christi. About 4,000 people, solid softball facilities. That one's going to be hit in the left. It's going to be foul, and a fantastic grab by Kelly out in left field for out number 2. That brings up Tally Turnbow.
Turnbow from Shreveport, Louisiana, a secondary education math major.
Turnbow from Louisiana hits it over to Ortiz and over an Onifree for a quick out number 3. Another 3 of 3 down go the Tigers. We'll take another quick break as we head to the 3rd inning. Javelina still lead the Tigers 2-0 after 2 here on the Washington Sports Digital Network. And welcome back to Sully Anderson Field. Do it for Kingsville. It's 2, 3, and 4. Cervantes, Gonzalez, and Onifree. Schneider out for another inning of work. That one misses for ball 1. Cervantes had the single and scored last time up. She'll hit that one right up the middle. Ornelas can't quite get there on the slow roller. She was shaded well over towards first base on the shift. And that's a leadoff base runner. Brings up Kayla Gonzalez. She's popped up over to third with the fantastic play by Aarons, the diving one just in foul territory to get the out. We'll see what she does here. That one's high and inside, almost hit her for ball 1. Gonzalez, a sophomore out of San Antonio, Texas. That one missed for ball 2, it looked like. Last year as a freshman, was in the top 10 in batting average for the Lone Star Conference. Top 10 in batting average, hits, homers, RBI, slugging percentage, on base. That one's going to be popped up. Foul territory. Wade runs all the way from shortstop to make the grab.
Amazing play by Wade there. Exactly what Washita needed.
First baseman, Madison.
And that gets us out number 1. One of those things, it's going to go down as a pop up to short. It's not going to, on the scorebook, it's not going to say that she caught it in foul territory. I mean, I can write it in here myself, but on the live stats, it doesn't go that way. That brings up Madison Onifrey. Onifrey walked last time up. Oh, that ball's going to hit Cervantes. She's going to be able to head on in. They're going to send her home. Throw was just a little bit off, and that just allowed Cervantes to score from practically first on a stolen base. So it hit off of her. I don't know if that's going to go down as an E2. I'm going to put an E2 question mark on my scorebook. 0-1 count here. That one's hit up the middle. It's going to one-hop into Brown's glove. It's 3-0 Javelinas now. That was a good job by Brown to get under it and stop that one. That brings up Aaliyah Ortiz. She reached on an error by Turnbow. Looks like we'll have a pinch runner come in for Onifrey. Looks like that is number 11. Say 11 for 13 is the call, so that's going to be Sarah Montes. That one's going to be hit, but it will go foul. For us.
It's a beautiful day here at Sully Anderson Stadium. Great day for some softball.
Scoreboard here says an 0-1 count. I thought it was 0-2, but we'll see if that gets fixed. I'll go ahead and clear that here. Runner goes that time. That throw is in time! And a great throw from Jillian Jones to Hope Wade to get that one. Big out number 2 there. Jones is able to get her a fantastic job there to get out number 2. I don't know where that fastball missed. It must have been low in the zone from where I'm sitting.
It's one of those I kind of wish we were back at our normal place. We would have been able to see that a little more clear down at the bottom.
2-1 is the count. 2-1. That's going to be a defensive swing right into the glove of Aaron. Shows it across, and Miller makes the grab over at first base for out number 3. One more run crosses for the Javelinas. They lead at 3-2 after the, I guess it goes down as an error, but it was a throwdown that went into center field, but they score one more. It's 3-2 Javelinas here. We get back with the bottom half of the 3rd inning. We'll be right back on the Washita Sports Digital Network. And welcome back to Sully Anderson Field here. Getting ready for the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Lacey Ornelas leading things off. 7, 8, 9 due up. Ornelas, Lester, and Miller. If anybody gets on, it'll be Hope Wade. That one's up high for ball 1. Montes out for another inning. She's picked up 3 strikeouts through 6 batters. 1-0. That's going to be hit foul. Strike 1. Ornelas, a junior out of Spring, Texas, and Klein Oak High School. played in 5 games so far, making her 5th start over there at second. Check swing there, but it's high. Ball 2. Has yet to get a hit this season in 11 hits, or 11 at-bats. The 2-1. Popped up, that's coming back here towards us. And the man in the stands made the grab. Unfortunately, though it was a catch, it does not count as an out.
I was going to say, I think that should be a new rule where if someone in the stands catches, but actually no, because that was our our team at bat.
Yeah, that
so
was
never mind.
Nellis batting. Good catch by the spectator. I got to be on your toes here sitting behind home plate. There's another one. That's going to go over the heads of the sports information table over here to my right. I was a little close there.
You know, kind of makes me glad they took that spot before we got here.
Yeah, I'm going to let them have the upright corner. They seem to go over there a little bit more. The 2-2. That one's outside. Full count here. Montes has only walked 2 batters all season. We'll see what she does here with the full count, what the pitch call is. Payoff pitch, popped up. That one's going to come back over here again. That's going to bounce over. That's going to head onto Elrod Boulevard behind us. That got a little bit closer to us over here. I'm not a fan of that. Luckily, they're going up a little bit higher. James, running the camera, protect the camera if it comes to you, okay?
Yeah, put your body in front of it.
Man,
our camera equipment is expensive.
Strike 3, strikeout number 4 for Montes.
You know, you really see throughout this game why Kingsville is number 20. They really have shown us here.
And if it hadn't been for that loss to Harding in the first of the game, they'd probably be in the top 15. Now batting is Lauren Lester, the sophomore in North Little Rock. We strike 1 called.
She's a comm science and disorders major.
Yep. Speechias are called here. Over in, they mostly reside in Moses Provine Hall. As that one's called strike 2. And communication sciences and disorders here. One of the many great programs here at Ouachita. The 0-2 to Lester. That's going to hit her. I think that might be the first. That's the first batter Montes has hit all season.
About first baseman, Madison Miller.
That brings up Madison Miller, the starting pitcher in game 1.
Miller, a senior from Nashville, Arkansas.
So with that one right back up the middle, and it'll a great play by the Javelinas and Gonzalez and Onifrey to turn 2. And that was a quick 2 outs there. And that will do it. So 3 up, 3 down. 1 runner gets on, but the minimum is still faced for Montes. And Tigers can't get anything across. They still trail by 3. We'll be right back here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. And welcome back to Sully Anderson Field here.
Player, Jackie De Los Santos.
Top of the 4th inning here for A&M Kingsville. Nikki Snyder back out to pitch for the Tigers. Leading off, designated player number 20, Jackie De Los Santos. First pitch there misses the zone for ball 1. A little bit high. De Los Santos, the batter. The junior from Kingsville, Texas. That one's going to be ripped foul for strike 1. So a hometown player here at Kingsville. And De Los Santos went to Santa Gertrudius High School. That high school named after a breed of cattle called the Santa Gertrudius. I found that out when I was down there over the break because we were confused after while they were named that one. And that one is ripped to left center. And that's going to hit the wall. I thought that one might have had a chance to get out. Turnbow's going to have to chase it. And that's going to be a leadoff double for Jackie De Los Santos.
You know, that's a really interesting fact there about their school. I was about to ask you.
Natalie Rodriguez.
I'm pretty sure their mascot, I can't quite remember what the mascot is for Santa Gertrudius, but that will bring up Natalie Rodriguez. Like I said, I was down in Kingsville for a couple days over winter break. The King Ranch, if you know Ford trucks, you've got the King Ranch Edition truck. It's actually the name of a real ranch. I didn't know that until I got down there. It's one of the largest ranches in the country. It's a big cattle and horse ranch in Kingsville, Texas. I got to go visit. We went to the visitor center and then went to the museum downtown while we were there. Had a little bit of off time.
Well, you know, I'm Texas born and raised. Never knew that, but glad to know that now.
There you go.
Makes me even more proud of Texas.
Rodriguez looks at strike 1. Last time up, Rodriguez struck out looking. Lone strikeout for Schneider today. Runner on second, nobody out here. It's a decent crowd on hand. So it's a pretty long drive, I'd say about 10 or 9 hours. Off speed there inside.
Speaking of crowds, we have some of my favorite guests, always at softball. We don't get to see them a lot at the other sports, is the bunch of dogs. We got a bunch of dogs who love to come hang out at softball.
That is the best thing about softball and the baseball here. You get to bring your dogs out. They've a lot of them up here. All throughout the stands and up on the berm. The 1-1. That one's going to be called strike 2. But decent crowd on hand. Like I said, I know Kingsville's a pretty hefty drive away for anybody from the town that want to come watch, and also a lot of the players being from all over Texas, and even some from, like I said, different states out in Arizona, out west, one from Illinois. But glad, hopefully, y'all are tuning in here to the Washita Sports Network to catch y'all's team here. Glad to be able to bring y'all Washita softball. Like I said, it's a busy day for us as baseball's playing Southern Nazarene in the GAC opener, just about a half mile down the road at Rab Rogers Field. The 1-2, that's going to be hit foul. And that will keep it a 1-2 count.
Speaking of the game over at Rab Rogers, is Washita 3, Southern Nazarene 1 in the bottom of the 7th.
Southern Nazarene was able to get one game back. That being a doubleheader, I believe game 2 should be a 7-inning affair. Unless they swapped it up, that one's going to stay foul. I said they're still going to do the doubleheader on Saturday like normal, and tomorrow there will be a single game. And we'll have one game here as well tomorrow against Christian Brothers starting at, I believe, 12:30 here at Sully Anderson. The 1-2. Swung on in, missed. Strike 3, another strikeout for Nikki Schneider.
Schneider's definitely playing a little more aggressive here, doing a great job at knowing when to throw the strikes and the balls. Communication with the catcher, just definite improvement from the first inning.
That one's going to be hit, and that one's going to be foul on the left field line. Last year, Schneider was top 10 in the GAC in several areas. Like I said, a 2.42 ERA. Opponents batting just .222 against her. I mean, coming into the GAC tournament, that was a lot lower of a number. So she was batting, I think it was around 205. Opponent's batting average. Like I said, she almost pitched 100 full innings last season. She pitched 8. Well, that one's going to be hit in the left. Turnbow's going to come up and have to get it on the bounce near the line. They're going to send in De Los Santos home. Here's the throw. That throw is well off the mark from Wade. That one slipped, and as Jones was headed back to get it, Dietrich decided to head on and take third base. And that now makes it 4-0. A&M Kingsville. So 1-out triple, RBI triple for Kaylee Dietrich. It looks like we will probably have maybe a pinch runner come in. I'm not sure. Not sure what this. I'm not sure. Yeah, it looks like we'll have a pinch runner come in. That's going to be number 4. Like I said, we don't have the roster directly here in front of us, so I'm having to go off my phone here for this one. Should be Autumn Jones. First pitch there is going to be up in the zone. Ball 1. So bringing a pinch runner for the final 60 feet. Autumn Jones, a sophomore out of Watauga, Texas. Almost positive I mispronounced that one. 2-0 count now. That is going to be ripped. Foul for strike 1. If I'm Schneider, I'm not throwing her that one again. Schneider, a sophomore out of Glen Rose, Arkansas.
A biomedical science major.
2-1. Lays down a bunt there. Schneider's going to come up and cover, try to pitch it to Jones, and Jones will take off the runner's helmet, but she will be safe. Here's the throw into second, not in time. It's going to go down as a single, but Jones will score on the bunt. Should go down as a single. We know the run scored. 5-0. Javelinas now. Back to the top of the lineup, and Lauren Kelly. And we are going to have potentially another pinch runner come in. That is correct, and that is going to be number 3, Brianna Carr out of Kingsville, Texas. Also out of Santa Gertrudis High School. There's 2 high schools in Kingsville. There is Kingsville High School and then Santa Gertrudis, which is near the campus of Texas A&M Kingsville. First pitch there, called strike 1. Runner on second here. It's just 1 out. That one's going to miss. Here's a throw in. Aarons was up a little too far to try to put a tag on. It was a good throw from Jones, but that one missed the zone for ball 1.
And this goes back to what you said with Kingsville offense being so aggressive. You see them stealing bases left and right here.
Their coach talked a lot about base running and being smart on the bases, and you saw that there from Brianna Carr coming into third. Like I said, felt like I got the insider's view when I was down for the camp with my sister. We were there, like I got to go in and sit with the coaches there talking to him on a visit. That's going to be hit into center. Brown's going to have to run up and make the grab on the run. Runner looks like she's going to check up, but does not. That is Kelly. She is now 0 for 3 on the day. That brings off Jory Cervantes. 2 outs now. Runner on third. Like I said, kind of got an inside view of it. We got to sit in with the head coach of the Javelinas on that camp. Talked a little bit about their philosophy. That one's going to be hit to the left. Turnbow's going to come up, and it will be foul. It'll be strike 2. Or sorry, strike 1 on Cervantes. Cervantes. She is 2 for 2 today. Scored 2 runs.
Which I always think that's really interesting when you get to sit down with a coach and figure out just their idea for their team and everything that they do and how they train their team compared to other teams in the GAC.
Yep. That's right. Like I said, he was giving kind of his pitch for A&M Kingsville. It was good. It was solid to listen to. The 0-2. That one's gonna be hit into center. Brown's gonna have to head back. Oh, and that's gonna bounce off her glove. And that's going to score Carr from third. That's going to be an RBI. Oh, yep. That was close, but it will go down. Not sure if that was, did that go down as an error in the book? Oh, going down as a triple. So 2 RBI triples this inning for the Javelinas.
Shortstop Kayla Gonzalez.
So just a little bit hard for Brown to get there. That one's going to be hit foul, and it will get down before anybody else can get over there. So it's now 6-0 Javelinas. They've scored 3 here in this inning. And that one is ripped foul for strike 2. Now, there is a car out there in left in the foul territory, and I believe that is our athletic director's car. So if I'm David Sharp, I might be getting a little bit nervous after those. And that one's going to be fouled back into the net.
I was going to say, they just keep slowly and surely getting a little bit closer.
Gonzalez 0 for 2 today, 2 pop-ups, both in foul territory. That one's going to be hit over 2. Ornelas gets it over to Miller in time to end the inning. 3 more across for the Javelinas. They now lead it 6-0 over Ouachita. We'll take another quick break and be right back here with the bottom half of the 4th inning on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. And welcome back to Sully Anderson Field. We're headed to the bottom of the 4th inning. Due up 1-2-3. Montes out for another inning of work. She has faced the minimum, even though she did hit Lauren Lester to put the 1 lone base runner for the Tiger, but she quickly got out in a double play. And that one's going to be popped up. That's back near us, not too close. But that's going to be strike 1 on Wade. Wade 0 for 1 with the strikeout back in the 1st inning. And it was a dad and a son trying to go after that one, and they both kind of slid down the hill a little bit there. But great job by the dad to keep them up. They're chasing after the ball. I will say that took some skill for that dad not to fall as he's in boots down there, as that one missed for ball 1.
I was going to say, I can't tell you how many times I fell down a little bit when running cords back over there. So that is impressive.
That one's going to be hit. That's going to bobble off of the... And that's going to be the first hit of the game for Hope Wade and the Tigers.
That's got to give Wade some confidence there. Maybe even all of Ouachita. Give him a little bit more confidence going in to the 4th inning here.
And that was the first hit of the day, so there goes your no-hitter for Montes. That one called strike 1.
Heather Brown from Mount Vernon, Texas, up to bat.
Struck out last time up. Runner on first now. That one's going to be popped up on the infield in foul territory. The catcher, Dietrich, heads over and makes that grab for out number 1.
Now at third baseman, Jesselyn Aaron.
Pistol and Aaron's up. She is 0 for 1 today. That one's going to be hit into right. Rodriguez comes up and makes a grab, and Wade heads on back into first. That brings up Jillian Jones. She struck out looking in the second inning to lead off. She comes up here with 2 out and a runner on first.
Let me see if I got it right this time. She's from Inez, Texas?
Correct. Inez, Texas. That one called strike 1 on Jones. That's a small town. Passed it on the way to and from Kingsville. Down south of Houston. The 0-1. That one misses. Ball 1. The 1-1 to Jones. Up high. Ball 2. So tomorrow Tigers will be taking on Christian Brothers. That one misses for ball 3. That one's going to be hit through. That's a base hit. Wade's going to hold up at second. So 2 base hits this innings for the Tigers.
Good hit there by Jones.
So that would put it right through the gap. That brings up Callie Durden. She flew out to left last time up. Previous game she was 3 for 3 getting on base, 2 hits, and I think reached on an error once. Tigers with a running and scoring position. Now that one's going to be called strike 1 on the outside corner. That one's going to be high and inside. Ball 1. That one misses. Ball 3. Sorry, ball 2. There, Dietrich going to have a quick word with the pitcher in the circle. Durden with the well-placed hits could score. Wade from second and break up the shutout. Tigers have been shut out 6 times this season. There was 6 times in the first 8 games. That one's going to be hit, but it will be foul for strike 2. 2's across the board here for Jordan. That one's going to be popped up on the infield. Could be trouble. Geisy gets under it and makes a grab. So Tigers get two hits there but can't capitalize on them. And that will do it for the 4th inning of play here at Sully Anderson. We're just over halfway through. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back here. Javelinas lead it 6-0 over Washita here on the Washita Sports Digital Network. And welcome back to Sully Anderson Field here on the campus of Ouachita Baptist University. Number 20, Texas A&M Kingsville leads the Tigers 6-0 after 4. We hit to the top of the 5th inning for Kingsville. 2 up.
First baseman Madison Onofre.
Yes, Madison Onofre. She walked. I'll scratch that. She is 2 for 2 today with an RBI double back in the first, as we called strike 1 from Nikki Schneider. That one's going to be left up high for ball 1. One count. A beautiful off speed there from Nikki Schneider. Drops it in there for strike 2. That one's going to be outside for ball 2. That one's going to be hit over. Ornella scoops it. Miller, out number 1.
Third baseman Aaliyah Ortiz.
That brings up Aaliyah Ortiz. She is 0 for 1 today. Reached on an error back in the first and grounded out to third in the third. She'll step in here with 1 out and nobody on. Javelina's leading by 6. First pitch there, fastball, strike 1. Aaliyah Ortiz, a sophomore out of San Antonio, Texas. Another off speed there, just couldn't quite get it across for ball 1. One count. That one's gonna be hit, and Wade can't quite get to it, so that'll be a 1-out single for the third baseman Ortiz. The way Kingsville's been hitting it, you almost want to try to pull your shortstop and second baseman back a little bit closer to second. They've been putting them up the middle often today. And now batting. It's gonna be number 20. Jackie De Los Santos. It looks like we will have a pinch runner come in for Aaliyah Ortiz now. Yep, there comes the pinch runner in. That's going to be number 16. Get you her name here in just a moment. It's number 16. That is Sydney Christopher out of Saginaw, Texas, and Chisholm Trail High School.
Now batting designated player Jackie De Los Santos.
De Los Santos had a triple last time up. She's 1 for 2 today. That's going to be hit into center. Brown's going to have him come back, and that's going to one-hop the fence. Christopher is going to round third. The throw home is off the mark and not in time. So Christopher scores from first on the RBI double. Jackie De Los Santos. Now it looks like we're going to have another pinch runner come in for De Los Santos now. No, it looks like we'll actually have a new batter. This is going to be, oh, we're going to have both of those actually. We will have a pinch runner. That'll come in. That's going to be number 2. I'm sure our sports information guys over there are having a lot of fun with all the new batters or new runners. That's going to be number 2. That is Riley Ambrosky.
Pinch hitting for the Highlanders, number 5, Lauren Mata.
number 5 is batting. That's Lauren Mata. That one's going to be in there for strike 1. Looked a little on the inside, but calling strike 1 helps the Tigers out. Won't complain. That off speed will miss the mark for ball 1. Mata, a freshman out of Corpus Christi, Texas. So just about 45 minutes from Kingsville. That one's going to be hit right into the glove. Ornelas, she dropped it. I thought that might have been on the transfer, but they're going to rule her safe. Okay. Well, maybe not. That was definitely on the transfer. Ornelas had it and lost it trying to pull it out of her glove. Umpire's telling the head coach for A&M to stay put. Home plate umpire should overrule this one.
Yeah, you know, I definitely don't know much about softball as some of these people here, but I definitely saw that that was on the transfer, at least in my opinion.
But it looks like they're going to call her safe. Interesting call there. I'm just going to leave it down here as a hit. A little star there on my scorebook to say, yeah, that should have been the other way around. And I'm sure we'll have another. Oh, I thought we were going to have another pinch runner come in. Oh, that's because we did. Number 26 is now on first base. Running out of space here on the scorebook for all these pinch runners and hitters. That's going to be ripped foul. Or strike 1. Dietrich batting now.
Just an update. It's OBU 4, Southern Nazarene 1 in the bottom of the 8th.
That one misses for ball 1 from Schneider. Tigers looking to win their first GAC game of the year, their opener. Game 2 will be starting after game 1. It'll be a 7-inning contest just down the road at Rab Rogers Field. The 1-1. Popped foul. Strike 2 now. Schneider getting set in the circle. The 1-2. Misses. Ball 2. That one is, wow.
That got some distance.
Absolutely crushed. Foul though, so it saves a 2-2 count, but that one was absolutely crushed. Don't throw that pitch again.
Like you said, slowly and slowly getting closer to that coach's car.
That one's going to be popped up. Schneider called off Jones and makes the grab for out number 2.
Good communication between Schneider and the catcher over there. Schneider calling it so that she could be able to catch that.
Second baseman Jen Giese.
Brings up Jen Giese. That one's going to be fouled for strike 1. Oh, 1 count here on Giese. Off speed left up. Jennifer Giese out of Crystal Lake, Illinois. And transferred in out of Winona State. That one misses. Ball 2. 2-1. That's going to be hit. Fouled back in the net. Strike 2. Two count here. 2 outs. Runners on first and second. That's going to be hit into center. Brown's going to come up and make that grab and holds it in. And gets out number 3. So after the controversial call, only one run will score, not because of that call. And they will get out number 3. A&M Kingsville leads 7-0 here through 4.5. We'll take a quick break and be back here with the bottom half of the 5th inning here on the Washita Sports Digital Network. And welcome back here to Sully Anderson Field. Tally Turnbow set to lead things off for the Tigers here in the bottom part of the 5th inning. Tigers trail number 20 Kingsville. 7-0 here. Turnbow. 6-hole hitter batting for the Tigers. She's going to hit that one straight into the glove of Ortiz, the third baseman. Tough break there for Turnbow for out number 1.
Batting second baseman, Lacey Ornelas.
Lacey Ornelas stepping in now. She struck out last time up. So foul that one back.
Ornelas from Spring, Texas, a junior kinesiology major.
Another major in the School of Education here, that's where kinesiology falls for here at Washita. The 0-1. That's going to be way inside, so inside it's behind Ornelas. That'll be ball 1. Lester on deck here. And if either of these can get on, it'll be Madison Miller. Fouled back once again. Strike 1, or sorry, strike 2. That's popped up.
Oh, that's coming
back
to
towards
us.
Nope. It missed. That was close. I was ready for that one, though. Hit some of the limbs ahead of us and just kept on going, so we're okay.
I was going to say, you were about to see a little cloud dust where I was, because I was about to haul it.
That one misses for ball 2. It's one of those things when you don't have a normal press box to call from, you're always never quite out of the line of fire.
Or an almighty trailer.
That one misses for ball 3. Well, even when the rest of the group would be in the trailer. I'd still be out here.
I was going to say, I would be safe in the trailer. I don't know about you.
I like being out here. That's the excitement. You got to keep you on your toes.
Definitely. And you get to be outdoors. Such a beautiful day.
A swing and a miss there for strike 3. Another strikeout there for Montes. That's going to be out number 2. Brings up Lauren Lester. She got hit last time up, so she's 0 for 0 today. Designated player out of North Little Rock. Played for the Charging Wildcats.
A comm science and disorders major.
That's going to be hit into left. It'll be foul, but a great grab by Kelly, the left fielder, for out number 3. Another 1-2-3 inning. Javelinas have only faced 2 over the minimum today. And that will do it for the 5th inning. 2 more innings left in today's contest. Unless the Tigers can get some rallies going. Kingsville still leads at 7-0 over Washita. We'll be right back here on the Washita Sports Digital Network. And welcome back to Sully Anderson Field here on the campus of Washita Baptist University here in Game 2 for Washita of the OBU-HSU Invitational. Back to the one-hole hitter, Lauren Kelly. She's flown out 3 times today. That one's going to be inside here at the top, start us up top of the 6th inning. That one's going to be called. Strike 1 from Schneider. The 1-1, that's going to be hit. Wade's going to scoop it. Takes a step, fires it over to Miller. Not. That was close, but not in time. An infield base hit. Lauren Kelly. First hit of the day for Lauren Kelly. That one was close, but
I was going to say, she got a lot of smoke under that one there.
That brings up Jory Cervantes. She's been on 3 times today. She's had an RBI triple, 2 hits, and scored 2 runs, and that first one misses for ball 1. So runner on first here, nobody out, top of the 6th inning. That one's going to be called. Runner goes. Throw not quite in time, or it was close, but got knocked out of the glove of Wade there. Tigers 1 out away from winning over the baseball Tigers. That one's going to be called for ball 2. So they're 1 out away from getting a GAC opener win over the Crimson Storm of Southern Nazarene. A bunt laid down. Jones picks it up, fires it over, not in time to first. The tough throw there for Jones to make. Run down almost situation, but nobody's there to cover first, so.
And the shortstop, Kayla Gonzalez.
Gonzalez stepping in. She is hitless today.
And that's going to do it for GAC baseball today. Washita wins in their opener against Southern Nazarene University 4-1.
They'll have game 2 of that doubleheader coming up here shortly. That one's going to be called strike 1 with runners on the corners. That's fouled back into the net. Strike 2. Schneider trying to work out of a runners on the corners jam. Look for a steal here from Cervantes. She's already picked up a couple today. There she goes. You're not going to throw to keep the runner at third. They're going to keep her honest there. That will be ball 1. Saw that one coming. See that happens a lot with runners on the corner situation. They're going to try to go get the steal and try to make you throw down to second, make a mistake, and let the runner go from third in. 1-2 count. 2 runners in scoring position now. Swing and a miss there. Strike 3. Third strikeout of the day
First baseman,
for
Madison
Nikki Schneider.
Onofre.
Out number 1, and that will bring up Madison Onofre. That one's going to be inside for ball 1. That one. Call and strike 1. Onofre out of Mesa, Arizona. That's popped up. That's catchable. Miller calls off Schneider and makes the grab for out number 2.
Great communication there by Washita.
Gets out number 2 there. Tigers are now away from getting out of the runners on the corners jam. Ortiz in now. That one's going to be, oh, I thought that was a little too far inside, but called strike 1. 0-1 count here on Leah Ortiz. Ortiz out of San Antonio. Off speed there, call. Strike 2. 0-2 count here. Ortiz is going to have to battle. Trying to get out of a jam here. The 0-2, that's going to be hitting to right. Jordan doesn't have to move too far. Runs up, makes the grab for out number 3. So Tigers work around. Getting 2 runners on to start and having them in second. Or work around the runners on the corner to start and end up having them on second and third. That will do it for the top half of the 6th inning. We'll take a quick break and be right back here on the Washita Sports Digital Network. And welcome back to Sully Anderson Field.
Madison Miller.
2 up here in the bottom of the 6th inning for the Tigers. 9-1-2. It's Madison Miller, Hope Wade, Heather Brown. Montes back out for another inning of work in the circle. She's pitched. That's coming back towards us. Nope. And the grab was almost made, but dropped there. That's gonna go. That's gonna have to go in the scorebook as an error. That's gonna be strike 1 though on Miller. I've been trying to catch one for 2 years now and haven't quite gotten there. They've come close, but I've never been able to get one. That's gonna be ball 1.
You know, I don't necessarily see that as a bad thing that they keep avoiding you.
No, I enjoy it. I want to try to catch one every now and then. Just keeps you on your toes. Just like that, Miller keeps the Javelinas on their toes and puts it through. Between third and short for a leadoff base hit.
Good hit for Miller there.
Takes us
About the shortstop, Hope
back to the
Wade.
top. And Hope Wade. Wade, 1 for 2 today with a strikeout and a single. That one right into the glove. Tough break there. I mean, that's tough. You got to be moving when they hit the ball, and that's just tough luck there for Miller.
About his center fielder, Heather Brown.
And so just like that, 2 outs quickly for Heather Brown now. Brown 0 for 2 today. First one low, ball 1. That last play has just kind of been the way it's gone for the Tigers today. They can get a runner on, but they've either doubled them up or able to bounce right back for the Javelinas. That one's going to be called strike 1. It's a tough break. One. That's going to be hit in the center. And Cervantes comes up and makes the grab for out number 3. And that will do it for the bottom half of the 6th inning. Final inning coming up. A&M will try to add to it. Either way, we're going to see. So we should see the full 7 here, even if Kingsville scores one more run, because it's after 5 full innings. You see the 8-0 mercy rule here, but it's 7-0. A&M Kingsville. We'll take another quick break and be right back here with the top half of the 7th on the Washington Sports Digital Network. And welcome back. Sorry about that. I think we had a little glitch there in the middle, but it seems to be fixed. We're here in the top half of the 7th inning. Schneider back out for another inning of work. That first pitch misses for ball 1. Batting now should be Jackie De Los Santos. But I'm not quite sure. Is that one missed? Oh, that is number 2. That is number 2 batting. That one misses. Not sure quite where that one missed, but that is Riley Oborski. That one is called strike 1, so it looks like Oborski subbed in for. De Los Santos has a designated player out of Salado, Texas. That one's called strike 2. Payoff pitch. Hit up right up the middle for a leadoff base hit.
You've seen a lot of that from Kingsville today. They like hitting it straight up the middle.
So it's one of those, they're very good at scoring up those pitches from Schneider today. That one called strike 1. Batting here is number 26. Schneider not sure where that one was. You can see a little bit of frustration there. That's called for ball 1. That one missed as well, ball 2. Number 26 is Quintana Muniz. He's swinging and miss there. Here's a throw. Wade couldn't quite get the ball in her glove. Runner now at second base. 2-2 count, nobody out. Muniz out of Harlington, Texas. That one's left up to run the count full. Schneider showing a little bit of frustration out there. Dr. Cluck getting some photos over in left field. The 3-2. That's going to be hit foul. Off the concession stand, stays a 3-2 count.
Close to that brand new locker room. So excited for that.
That's right. Like I said, softball was able to finally get a locker room here. It's being built. Still working on some finishing touches. So they got the new locker room. Baseball got a new indoor facility. So they were able, well, let me rephrase that. They enclosed. That one's going to be hit right back up the middle. Wade can't quite get there. They're going to send, nope, they're going to hold the runner up.
That's that up the middle hit that they love.
So they've been good at squaring those up. Brings up the catcher, Kaylee Dietrich. I was saying, baseball had their batting cages enclosed to make it an indoor, so they put some metal siding around there. So a lot of improvements going on around Ouachita for athletics-wise. We're also building brand new apartments. So 2 new apartment buildings being built for new students. That one's going to be way inside. Runner's going to head on into second. She's going to trip. And that's going to put runner on second and third now with nobody out.
And along with all the new upgrades and things we're getting, Pine Apartments recently got upgraded, remodeled into Tapman Apartments.
So a lot of big improvements coming on around Ouachita. We also just posted our record spring enrollment for the second straight semester. Ouachita growing quickly here in Arkadelphia. 1-1. Nobody out here. Tigers in a tough spot. All speed. Called strike 2.
An update for Ouachita swimming. The team record was just broken by Elijah Christensen. Broke a 13-year-old team record in the 200 butterfly with a time of 1 minute and 49 seconds.
And that one's going to be hit into the gap. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. That'll be a 2 RBI double. For Kaylee Dietrich. She's had a good day at the plate today.
Now batting second baseman Jen Giese.
Still nobody out here for Giese. Like I said, congratulations to the Ouachita swim team. They've been out at the NSIC conference. I'm sorry, NSISC. I knew I was forgetting a letter in there somewhere. The New South Intercollegiate Swim Conference. That's going to be hit into the gap. That's going to 2-hop the fence, and that's going to score another run. That's going to be an RBI double. Oh, for Giese.
Score is now 10-0. Kingsville leading.
Coach Grimes looks like we're going to trade out pitchers here. He's going to hand the ball off to Tuesday Melton, the freshman. I think that's Tuesday. Yes, that's Tuesday Melton, the freshman out of Benton.
A biomedical science major.
Tuesday does a little bit of everything here at Ouachita. And she'll be facing the top of the lineup, and Lauren Kelly with nobody out and a runner on second. Melton led the Benton Panthers to a state title last season in 6A. Well, no, I guess that's technically 5A now. I've been out of high school a little bit. They swapped it as soon as I graduated high school into condensing. 7A turned into 6A, and all of 6A moved, or most of 6A moved into 5A, so I believe that was a 5A state title now. But still led them to an impressive record. And got to see her play personally or in person when they took on Bryant for the Salt Bowl. I guess they still call it the Salt Bowl. Either the way, the big rivalry between Benton and Bryant, where she pitched 6, I believe, shutout innings or maybe just 1-run innings against the Hornets, and also had a home run. So we'll probably see her bat here quite a bit this season. Definitely been seeing her around the circle so far this year. She pitched a little bit the other night. At least she picked up the win the other night against CBC in Game 2.
While he pulls up some stats, another thing going on campus right now, Washita Theater hosting a production of Tanglewood, a Washita original musical. Showtimes are tonight at 7:30, tomorrow at 2:30, and Monday night at 7:30. Arts engagement is available for all students, along with one free ticket. So it's not too late to grab those tickets and head over to Verser Theater.
Lauren Kelly stepping in here. She is 1 for 4 today, and that is going to let Geesey hit on into third. That one going to be up high for strike 1 from Melton. So 1-1 count. Swing and a miss there for strike 2. Melton coming in with a 3.36 ERA, a whip of 1.56. She's 1-2 on the season. This is her 4th appearance. She pitched 8 1/3 innings, giving up 9 hits and 5 runs, only 4 earned. That one's going to be hit. It should stay foul, and it will. And it'll stay strike 2. She struck out 7 and walked 4 so far this season. Opponent's batting .257 against her. That one's going to be hit up. Melton gets it, checks the runner, gets over to Miller for out number 1. Good job there by Melton to check the runner. And finally getting out here for the Tigers. That brings up Jory Cervantes. No, scratch that. This is number 7 now. We do have a new batter in. First pitch there is a strike, number 7.
Melton coming into this game, making a name for herself here in this inning.
All right, so that is Anissa Lechner out of McKinney, Texas, a sophomore. That one's going to miss for ball 1. That one a little bit too far outside and high for ball 2. Two-one count here from Melton. Melton to Lechner. That's going to be hit into center field. Brown gets under. Look for a tag up, and there will be one. Runner's going to go, and the runner will score. Geesey scores. But they do get the second out of the inning. 4 runs have scored so far this inning. That brings up, should be Kayla Gonzalez. I don't think that is. We'll see it whenever she swings. It's be called strike 1.
I was going to say it's number 17.
They do have a lot of subs coming in here now. That's Carissa De Los Santos. That's going to be hit over straight to Miller, and she will step on the bag for out number 3. And that will do it for the top half of the 7th inning. Tigers down to their last 3 outs as they trail 11-0. We'll take a quick break and be right back here on the Washita Sports Digital Network. And welcome back to Sully Anderson Field here for the bottom half of the 7th inning. Last chance for the Tigers as they trail number 20, Texas A&M Kingsville, by 11. Jesselyn Aaron's leading things off here for the Tigers. Swing and a miss there, a big swing and a miss. Forced strike one. A&M Kingsville has just faced 2 over the minimum. They've allowed 4 base runners and able to get out of those with 2 double plays. Just 3 hits on the day. That's back up into the stands. That's going to land in an empty chair. That's going to be strike 2.
They keep slowly and surely getting a little closer to us, like Matthews asked for, but no ball close enough for him to catch just yet.
Well, you see, I love watching and seeing all the videos. A lot of broadcasters catching them from the booth. That's going to be hit up the middle right into Montez's glove and over to Onifre for out number 1. That brings up the catcher, Jillian Jones. Jones is 1 for 2 today with a strikeout and a single. Single came back in the 5th. First pitch there called, strike 1 to Jones.
Jones is senior for Ouachita this year.
She's started all 4 years behind the plate for the Tigers. She's been through 3 head coaches here with Ouachita over her time. She's stuck with it along with several others of this Ouachita team. Originally started out under head coach Mike McGee, then under interim coach Leslie Dean, who was going to take over then stepped away, and then Derek Grimes. And that is hit deep to center field, and that is out of here. Jillian Jones, with her first home run of the season, breaks up the shutout and puts the Tigers on the board.
And you can hear the excitement from the crowd, Matthew, as Jones got her first home run for the season. Everyone here is just ecstatic for her.
Jones absolutely crushed that one to center field. First home run of the season for Jones. That'll bring up Callie Jordan batting in the 5-hole now. She's 0 for 2 today. And hopefully that's what wakes up the bat of Jillian Jones for the rest of the season. She can get started crushing the ball like she has in years past.
Jordan from Crystal Beach, Texas. I know I've said that before, but it just makes me keep thinking about spring break getting closer and closer, going to the beach.
That one's fouled for strike 1 on Jordan. One out here. 11-1 your score. The solo shot from Jillian Jones you just saw. The 0-1 to Jordan. That's going to be popped back. That's going to be back. Can't quite get there. That was close. Wasn't quite there, but it will be strike 2.
You know, if it didn't hit that tree branch up there, I bet you would have come straight to us, because that got really close. You've been asking for it. It's coming.
I will. Let's see if Jordan can put another one back up here. I've been trying to catch one. That one's popped up. A lot of power in that one, but just popped up to right, and that will be grabbed by Rodriguez. Route number 2. That brings up Tally Turnbow. Tigers down to their final out here. Looks like this one's going to go down as a loss in the books. Tigers, more than likely, unless a miracle 2-out rally here, they will fall to 3-9 on the season. Still have a game tomorrow against Christian Brothers at 12:30 right here. You can catch us on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. That one's going to be popped up and grabbed by Gonzalez, the shortstop. And that will do it for today's ball games. Final score: number 20 Texas A&M Kingsville defeats Ouachita in 7, or that's regulation for softball, 11-1. Tigers, like I said, they fought to the end there, but couldn't quite get it done. The one run came from Jillian Jones, a solo home run here in the bottom of the 7th inning, her first of the season. Fantastic pitching on the side of Montez Schneider. Like I said, she pitched well today, struggled a little bit, but when you're playing the number 20 team in the country that primarily focuses on offense, you're going to have to put up some runs to stay in it. And like I said, Tigers, they've got a game tomorrow against Christian Brothers University right here at 12:30. All things should Be right here on the Washita Sports Digital Network. Like I said, Tigers go 1-1 today after they defeated Midwestern State in walk-off fashion this morning. Like I said, just fell 11-1 here to number 20, Texas A&M Kingsville. So thank you all for tuning in. This has been Matthew Branch for Wyatt Ashlock and James Jolly as part of OSDN. Thank you for watching the Washita Sports Digital Network. We will see you back here tomorrow.